About 1 year ago, I compared the best two coasters in New England: Superman, the ride at Six Flags New England, and Boulder Dash at Lake Bounce. But this wasn't fair, because I didn't even go on Superman, and I clearly was biased because I loved Boulder Dash way more than Superman. So here is the best coaster in New England, plus two other coasters fighting for the spot 1 year later.
Click, clack up the vertical vector. Welcome to Phobia Thrills. Processing the max G-force overload. System shock in the high velocity fall. Incline blur, feel the sensory tear. Binary break from the atmosphere. Digital scream in 1000-bit rush. Static bloom in a chrome-plated flush. Sub-zero gravity, hit the payload. Phobia Thrills, final mode activate!
Welcome to the East Coast, specifically New England, where a bunch of crazy roller coasters are packed. Nothing world class, some world class, but these coasters are known for being unique in New England, and I know they're not going to disappoint. So here are the top 4 best coasters, and which one will be the best. We have Boulder Dash, Superman, the ride, Batman, and Wicked Cyclone. Starting off strong, we have Superman the Ride at Six Flags New England, built by Intamin, and its class is a hyper coaster. This coaster reaches heights of 209 feet, and the drop is surprisingly 223 feet. It reaches a top speed of 77 miles per hour and rips through almost the whole entire park. This is the coaster that sticks out of the trees when you first look at Six Flags New England. This is the coaster that intimidates you. This is the coaster where you want to have your hands up at all times. This is the coaster with airtime. And this might just be the best coaster in New England. This coaster has a very long layout with some pretty good overall pacing and some unexpected and surprising, along with fun hills and bank turns. Now that I finally rode Superman, if I had to say one thing, it would probably be that the restraints are uncomfortable, because the ride operators make sure these things are tight on your lap, and it doesn't bother you the first 2 times, but once you've been on it a lot, it starts to get annoying and hurt a little bit. But I'll let it pass by now, because overall, it still blows everything out of the water. The first half of this coaster has a very intense and big drop type of layout. And once it gets to the second half, it starts to go to smaller hills and more bank turns through tunnels. And when this coaster drops, it doesn't lack any speed at all. It keeps the very fast and intense layout all the way throughout the coaster, with intense bank turns and just some good airtime hills that could be better if the restraints didn't push so much on your lap, but I understand. But this thing pretty much goes through all of the DC universe of this park's, like the place in this park, and it's perfect. Very great for a coaster. This next coaster is also located in Six Flags New England, just on the other side of the park. The 2 best coasters have to be split up, of course. This coaster, Wicked Cyclone, is an RMC iBox coaster built about 5 or 6 years ago, and it's about under 125 feet. It goes 50 to 60 miles per hour. I cannot remember, honestly. And this thing is the steepest coaster in New England, I'm pretty sure. And this thing is just very intense. It's crazy for an RMC iBox under 125 feet. It has everything an RMC iBox needs to be good. It's got those good airtime hills, those crazy turns, and some intense inversions where you do get a lot of good hang time. And this thing just also does not lack speed. I mean, these inversions are crazy. You definitely, again, just get a lot of hang time, and this thing has elements that go all over you, and it goes from some crazy bank turns, like it just goes from side to side, inversion to inversion. This thing's like a mini Steel Vengeance. This thing easily could be one of the best coasters. This thing is not as long as Superman, I don't think. But wow, this thing, Wicked Cyclone, could really compare to Superman great. Superman and Wicked Cyclone are super different coasters, though. You have to remember that. Wicked Cyclone is just very, very, like, I don't know how to describe it. Hold on. Wicked Cyclone just very intense in the best way possible. It's not the most intense, definitely not as intense as some coasters in Six Flags New England, but it just has that really weird but good side compared to Superman, and I just think it's amazing. It's an amazing coaster overall. Some people like to say that this coaster is better than Superman. I'd maybe say that, I don't know, we'll have to definitely look at more coasters to decide, but it's Wicked Cyclone. I mean, it's got its crazy, intense elements. It's just, Wicked Cyclone has the better elements than any coaster in New England. That's what makes it easily one of the best, if not the best. It's the inversions, the bank turns, the hills, but again, Six Flags New England just still made the restraints pretty tight. Not as bad as Superman, though. Sometimes it depends on just how tight you make it. Sometimes if you push it too far down, and it just stays down because it locks in place. But don't worry, it's safe. But yeah. And now next up, we're heading to my home park, Lake Compounce in Bristol, Connecticut, home of Boulder Dash, easily the best wooden coaster in New England, top 10 best wooden roller coaster in the world. Most wooden coasters are more packed together and just like turn more, but Boulder Dash is all about the airtime and intense elements. Not as intense as Wicked Cyclone though, but this thing, it just feels super fast. It gets its name from you just dashing straight through the woods. We're just everywhere. And this coaster is just also unreal. Built by CCI, I believe. About 130 feet tall. Definitely less. It was definitely not that tall. Its drop is fun. I love the drop. And once you drop, it just goes crazy with the speed. Especially in recent years, after GCI added the Titan track, this thing just goes crazy. There's a lot of Titan track now, so some parts might be a little bit jankier, because honestly, yes, the Titan track makes it way faster. And Boulder Dash is also known for being a little bit janky, but when it's janky, it's usually good. There's only some parts that I would prefer for maybe GCI to retrack them. But wow, this coaster, it gets better every single time you ride it, I promise. I've never got bored of it. This is why I love Boulder Dash, and it's just a great coaster. But if I'm being honest now, it's definitely not the best coaster I've been on. I mean, yeah, definitely not. I've been on Velocicoaster, crazy coasters in Florida. And the second half of Boulder Dash is also, I just forgot, where do I even start? The second half of Boulder Dash is less fast, but man, those hills are still just crazy. You get a bunch of air time, and once it turns, oh man, you're in for a treat, because especially in the front row, you could ask literally anybody who's been on Boulder Dash, you're getting so much air time. Definitely one of the best, if not the best, ejector airtime wooden coasters. Maybe El Toro has it a little bit better, but Boulder Dash is crazier. Wait a second. What is Batman doing here? Yup, we're back at Six Flags New England, and I might sound a little bit crazy for this one, but Batman it's a great floorless coaster. I mean, I've been on the Hulk. I don't even remember if that's a floorless coaster. Just give me a second. Hold up. Oh, it's not going to be a second for you guys. I'm just going to shut up because I keep rambling. My bad. Okay, I do not know what I was talking about. I was genuinely tweaking because Hulk is not floorless, but still, Batman for a B&M coaster, you would think it'll be a little bit rough and your head will just come out hurting. For this many inversions, I actually enjoyed it without feeling weird after it or ending up with a headache. I mean, this thing is smooth. It is on the newer side of B&M's, definitely not like crazy new, but it is. The inversions are just almost perfect. I love these types of inversions. It's not just straight on loop-de-loops. There's like corkscrews, and it's just very well executed. It's definitely not the best, but it's a great coaster. It's on this list, but definitely not the best. So what is the best coaster? The best wooden roller coaster in New England with a crazy metal retrack / steel, a crazy Intamin hyper coaster that just goes through almost the whole entire park, or an RMC iBox for under 125 feet that still absolutely rips. Well, I think you guys are going to be unexpected by this, but it's obviously Superman. You could just tell by my reaction right here.
I think this is better than Boulder Dash. This is better than Boulder Dash.
Anyways, this is Phobia Thrills signing out. Stay blessed, keep riding those roller coasters, and subscribe. This is Phobia Thrills out.
She wishing I would put her in the mix. Shorty got a taste and now she wants a fix.